Hello everybody, Michael is here, and today I'm switching things up a bit. Instead of a typical debunk or power scale, I'm doing a little versus battle, which is on two of Marvel's biggest heavy hitters. When people think of Marvel's biggest threats, they typically think of beings like Thanos, Galactus, Dormammu, and Surtur. But today, I'm bringing in two characters who make those guys look like child's play. Pre-retcon Beyonder and Cosmic Immortal Hulk. Who wins? Only one way to find out. Because he is more well known and came out first, I will go over the Beyonder first. And yes, I am using pre-retcon, since we can obviously guess that a fight between the Immortal Hulk and the post-retcon Beyonder would be pretty one-sided, because then the Beyonder would just have no chance in hell. Anyways, basically, what the Beyonder is he is a living plane of existence, as he was a living high outerversal dimension called the Beyond Realm, which existed, as its name suggests, beyond the multiverse. In that dimension, he was everything, and in order to enter the multiverse, he took on a human form. So the really chill-looking guy that you always think of when you think of the Beyonder is not his true form. His true form is so big that it infinitely transcends all of creation, including infinite and beyond infinite dimensional beings, such as the Living Tribunal, the First Firmament, and even Thanos with the Heart of the Universe, who are easily high hyperversal, if not in some cases outerversal. Even the Beyonder's human form was able to casually one-shot Galactus. And I'll go into detail about just how crazily powerful Galactus is later on. But with just one blast, the Beyonder defeated Galactus and nearly killed him. And it's never implied or even hinted at anywhere that Galactus was hungry at the time. I'm gonna debunk the notion that the Beyonder's only hyperversal. I've heard a lot of people try to argue that he's only hyperversal. This isn't true, as existing beyond an infinite dimensional multiverse alone is an outerversal feat, as it would inherently make you beyond dimensions, which is basically what outerversal means. So with all that in mind, how does the Immortal Hulk stack up to this? Well, the Immortal Hulk is so crazily overpowered that he lived on billions to trillions of years into the future and lived long enough to be the last surviving being at the end of all things. And when he was confronted by the sentience of the cosmos, he was to become to the next universe what Galactus was to his. It was then revealed, however, that Hulk defeated both Franklin Richards and Galactus, and ate both of them alive. I said I'd go into detail about just how powerful Galactus is, so now's a pretty good time. Galactus may seem like nothing more than a planet-level threat because he eats planets, but this is anything but the case. Even a hungry Galactus was able to defeat a fully powered Odin, the same Odin who can fight on par with Surtur and put out a flame that was going to destroy the World Tree. For those who don't know, Marvel's World Tree contains infinite universe-sized dimensions, even beyond the 9 realms. And Odin even nearly destroyed the entire Marvel multiverse in his battle against Seth, and that was when Odin was severely weakened. And a well-fed Galactus was able to take on 4 lower-level Celestials at the same time, and was shown to be very comparable, if not superior to them, even defeating one of them. At first, Galactus was winning, and was only defeated once they merged into one giant Celestial. To give you an idea of just how crazily powerful the Celestials are, realize that the combined power of Odin, Zeus, and Vishnu couldn't even scratch a Celestial named Arishem the Judge, who isn't even considered one of the top tiers. And Odin with the Destroyer armor, combined with the power of all the Asgardians minus Thor, couldn't even beat one low-tier Celestial. He couldn't even beat one. Not to mention, this Galactus was far more powerful due to living on billions of years after present day, and received a massive amp from becoming the herald of adult Franklin Richards as well. And this is very important, because this means that a heavily amped Galactus from billions of years into the future, with help from Franklin Richards, was absolutely nothing compared to the Immortal Hulk. As for the Immortal Hulk himself, even prior to this, he went to Marvel's Hell confronting the One Below All. And the One Below All, combined with a massive army of proxies, still could not defeat the Immortal Hulk. The Immortal Hulk clapped him away and one-shotted both him and his entire army, a being who is stated to be equal to the One Above All. And that was before he even became the Cosmic Immortal Hulk, which he became after living on to the end of all things. So with that said, who wins? Well, it was starting to get kind of obvious, but I gotta go with the Immortal Hulk on this one. Here's why. So why does someone who is a threat to the One Above All beat the pre-retcon Beyonder? Well, the answer is right there in the question. The Beyonder may be a pretty big heavy hitter, but compared to Marvel's other outerversal threats, he's basically nothing. Hell, he already canonically lost to Protégé. For example, even the lower tier outerversal threats such as Maya, Mad Jim Jaspers, and the Lords of Shambhala would easily rank above the Beyonder, as both Maya and the Lords of Shambhala view all of Marvel continuity as a game, and Mad Jim Jaspers views Marvel continuity as a figment of his imagination, which includes the Beyond Realm. And they're absolutely nothing compared to beings such as the Divine Creator, the Fulcrum, and the Dreaming Celestial, who actually transcend the Lords of Shambhala. But even the higher-ranking outerversal threats rank infinitely below the One Above All, as the One Above All was confirmed to be an author-level character. And remember, Cosmic Immortal Hulk defeated the One Below All with a simple clap. And that was before he even truly gained his cosmic form, meaning that he is capable of casually destroying Marvel's high outerversal abstracts, many of which infinitely transcend the Beyonder, and even its author-level abstracts, who actually wrote the Beyonder. So yes, this is a stomp, just from what we know so far. In a future issue starring the Immortal Hulk, this may become a far greater stomp than before. With that said, there's no doubt in my mind who the victory goes to. Cosmic Immortal Hulk wins, 10 times out of 10. With that said, I'm out. Michael is no longer here.